everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Dorit Kemsley says, RHOBH reunion categorically determined her and Kyle's future. RHOBH's Dorit Kemsley said there's no doubt as to where she stands with Kyle Richards now. Dorit Kemsley said she came to a strong conclusion about her friendship with Kyle Richards at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 reunion. Kyle, Dorit, and castmates Erica Jane, Parcell Bovies, Sutton Strack, and Bazoma St. John, as well as friends Jennifer Tilly and Kathy Hilton, gathered in Los Angeles to film the Season 14 reunion alongside host Andy Cohen on February 28. During a chat with Interview magazine in March 2025, Dorit reflected on her friendship issues with Kyle, which actually began at the Season 13 reunion. "Oh, it was nasty," she said about the demise of her relationship with Kyle, which happened as both ladies were going through marital separations. "It was mean and it was really hurtful, and I think that's why I had such strong emotions with regards to our friendship and my feelings about it, because it didn't feel consistent with the friendship I've been made to believe we shared. I don't want to give too much away though." Kyle and Dorit have decided to work on their relationship on the show, and the mom of two teased that major developments occurred during the Season 14 reunion. "Don't forget, we just filmed the reunion a couple of weeks ago, so I do think that viewers need to tune in and see," Dorit continued to the outlet. "But I can categorically tell you this. After the reunion, there is absolutely no doubt which way we go." She concluded, "That I can tell you categorically." Backstage at the reunion, Kyle said she was ready to talk to Dorit about their past issues. "I know Dorit and I are going to get into things. I know that Dorit and Sutton will, and I know that I have things that I want to address with Dorit, Sutton, Garcelle, and Boz," Kyle exclusively told BravoTV.com. Her goal was to get back on track in her friendships with the aforementioned ladies. "I really want to leave here feeling better than I do now about the women and my relationships with them," Kyle continued. "That's how I'm feeling." After the reunion filmed, Kyle took to her Amazon Live to say that she accomplished her goals. "I stayed and I answered all my questions and handled all the things I wanted to discuss with the women, and I left there feeling good about it," she said. Find out what Kyle and the other ladies wore to the Season 14 reunion. The world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, is one filled with drama, alliances, betrayals, and relationships that constantly evolve in front of the cameras. As the season's reunion episodes aired, all eyes were on the stars, wondering how the dynamics of the friendships would play out. Among the most talked about moments was Dorit Kemsley's candid reflection on her friendship with Kyle Richards, which she says was categorically defined by the reunion. In a season of highs and lows, their bond seemed to take a new direction, leaving fans questioning whether their relationship could ever truly recover. As the reunion unfolded, Dorit's perspective on her future with Kyle became clear. The two had long been seen as part of the show's core group, often supporting each other during moments of emotional vulnerability and drama. However, this season's tension seemed to strain that connection, leading to what many called a turning point. From the outside, it appeared that Dorit and Kyle were as close as ever. Yet, as the reunion episodes progressed, it became evident that their relationship had been subtly shifting. The early days of Dorit and Kyle's friendship. From the very first season that Dorit appeared on RHOBH, she and Kyle shared a bond that viewers were quick to notice. As season cast members, Kyle was seen as a more established presence in the show, while Dorit brought a fresh face and perspective. They initially bonded over their shared experiences of motherhood, luxury, and living in the high society world of Beverly Hills. Their friendship appeared to be rooted in mutual respect and similar lifestyles, with Dorit often seeking advice from Kyle when faced with difficult situations. Throughout the years, however, their relationship has had its ups and downs. There have been moments of support, like when Dorit helped Kyle navigate the painful breakdown of her marriage to Mauricio Umansky. But there have also been moments of tension, particularly as Dorit found herself drawn into conflict with other cast members. This dynamic became even more pronounced as the seasons went on, and the reunion episodes would often serve as a pivotal moment for the group to find their future. For Dorit, the latest RHOBH reunion felt like a catalyst for her future with Kyle. In an exclusive interview after the reunion aired, Dorit opened up about how the confrontation and revelations during the reunion reshaped her outlook on their relationship. The reunion, in a lot of ways, categorically determined what was to come for Kyle and me, she shared, revealing just how significant the experience had been. According to Dorit, the reunion gave her the clarity she needed to understand where she stood with Kyle. "We've had a history together, and I think at the reunion, a lot of things came to light that needed to be addressed," she admitted. When you're filming these shows, it's hard to see things for what they truly are until you're sitting in a room with everyone and the truth is laid bare. Throughout the reunion, Dorit and Kyle had several tense exchanges, which made it evident that their connection was no longer as seamless as it once had been. There were moments where they struggled to find common ground, with Kyle expressing frustration over Dorit's actions and words throughout the season. It was clear that the emotional stakes were high for both women, and they were forced to confront issues that had been brewing beneath the surface. What went wrong? While the reunion brought some healing to the group, it also exposed deep-rooted tensions. Dorit hinted at the fact that the cracks in her relationship with Kyle had been there for some time. "I think there's been a lot of unspoken things between Kyle and me that we've never really addressed," she said. She alluded to moments in the past where Kyle's loyalty had been tested, especially during some of the more explosive arguments with the other women. Dorit felt that Kyle had often distanced herself when things got difficult, which left her feeling unsupported. The fallout of the reunion did not come as a complete shock, however. Fans had witnessed growing distance between the two throughout the season. There were several incidents where Dorit's opinions and behaviors were called into question by Kyle, and the two struggled to maintain the warmth and camaraderie that they once shared. The reunion simply provided the space for these tensions to surface and become impossible to ignore. Moving forward, can their friendship survive? With so much emotional turmoil laid bare on the reunion stage, many wondered if Dorit and Kyle could come back from the brink of their fractured friendship. While Dorit expressed that the reunion categorically determined their future, she did leave a sliver of hope for their relationship. "I think it really depends on both of us being willing to do the work and communicate openly," she said. "If we both want to make it work, there's always a chance." Dorit's willingness to work through the issues she had with Kyle demonstrated a level of maturity that many fans admired. She didn't shut the door completely on the friendship, but she did acknowledge that things might never be the same. "We've been through a lot together, but sometimes you have to accept that things change, and that's okay. What's important is that we find a way forward, whether it's as close friends or just as women who respect each other." For Kyle, the reunion seemed to offer a similar sense of finality. In a recent post-reunion interview, she reflected on the state of her relationship with Dorit, stating that she was open to repairing things but had reached a breaking point with certain behaviors. "We've had our moments, but there's only so much one person can take. I'm willing to put in the work, but it's not going to be easy," Kyle admitted. A reflection of the bigger picture. The reunion wasn't just a pivotal moment for Dorit and Kyle. It also symbolized a larger trend in RHOBH. The series has seen relationships evolve, with friendships being tested, fractured, and sometimes rebuilt in unexpected ways. The dynamic between Dorit and Kyle highlighted how, in the world of reality television, nothing is guaranteed, and even the strongest of bonds can face moments of doubt and strain. In the world of the Real Housewives, nothing stays the same for long. Alliances shift and friendships are forever in flux. But for Dorit Kemsley and Kyle Richards, the reunion proved to be a defining moment. A moment that left both women reflecting on what was and what could still be. Whether they can rebuild their friendship remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The RHOBH reunion has left an indelible mark on their relationship, categorically determining their future.